we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Just a little afternoon pick-me-up. It's actually 5 p.m. I normally don't like to drink coffee after about 4, but daylight savings time was last night, so now it's one of those, like, it's 5 o'clock, but it really feels like 4 o'clock situations. So we are getting there. We worked really hard yesterday, and then our neighbors across the street had a little birthday party last night. They had a golf simulator set up and cornhole and s'mores and all that. So we went across the street and hung out there for the evening just to kind of give ourselves a little break, I guess. Then this morning we hit it hard again, and we're, you know, it's not clean yet, but the decluttering, we've gone a long way decluttering. So like this room, I've taken out anything extra that we don't absolutely need for school. I've debated whether or not I want to take these jars down. These are their token jars that we adore. I think I'm just gonna leave them and just, the thing is, the major broker of our real estate agent's company is gonna be here tomorrow along with our real estate agent and her partner. So 3 people from the brokerage are gonna be here walking through our house tomorrow to give us like a heads up on what they would like to see us do before photos are happening on Wednesday. So tomorrow's Monday. Wednesday we have photos. It's nice to do this walkthrough a couple days in advance. We even did a walkthrough like in the fall because I just said if there's anything major we should do, like if, for example, the flooring doesn't match from there to there, anything like that, like the flooring or anything that they thought we maybe should do, we kind of wanted that on our radar before we even went on the market, so we would have time to do that, like do those projects. And then in the kitchen here, we've been working really hard on the pantry, which I think is looking really good. Definitely a lot better than it looked yesterday. And this closes, but you can still very easily see in there. So I wanted that looking organized. And then this, some stuff like chocolate chips that need to go in the chocolate chip thing, but for the most part we took out our Ninja ice cream maker just to make that a little bit more, I don't know, spacious. And then we had a bunch of fruit and bread up here. Took a lot of the fruit out and put it in a bowl here, so I think that looks nice. And then we have just like all the stuff that would not fit in the pantry that I'm just trying to decide what to do with. Extra spices. Actually, some of this stuff, like I got some of this stuff to go in my car. I thought this was a good idea. I got these to put in the car for like if they get some snacks and want to share, then they have their own little disposable cups. And then Kleenexes. I was gonna put a package of wipes, a little first aid kit. I will link all of this stuff below if you're interested in putting together a little kit for your car. And then I also got a bunch of snacks that are non-melting snacks to keep in the car as well. So yeah, that's what this is. I can go ahead and put that in my car to get the wipes in there. And then we did some very minor rearranging in the baby's room. So I don't know why we even had it the other way, but the chair and the table were switched so that we needed an extension cord for the lamp and the sound machine. So it was just like a lot of cords going across right there. So I just switched them, and then we didn't need the extension cord anymore. That was basically all I did in here. She's very sensitive to change. So anything we change about her room, we have to like talk about it quite a bit. And I was a little worried about even doing that. It's so funny. Like, for example, we had this little, it's kind of like a little easel, but it was a Crayola easel. So it's colorful, and you could do dry erase markers on one side and chalk on the other side. And like we just wanted it out of the playroom, so we brought it in here since there's so much space, and she did not want that thing in her room. So it's just interesting. Like I don't know, I try not to change stuff up on her much. And then in Allie Sue's room, we did have this chair and table over there, and then we just switched those two things, and I think it looks a little bit bigger in here. I don't know why. it probably looks exactly the same. So her room is ready to go. I don't know, I think we'll probably paint over that rocket ship, which is kind of sad because it has, this was Bear's room when we first moved in. Then when we separated the babies and he moved in with Lyndle and Eloise, which they both wanted mutually, so it worked out, but we moved him out of here, but he had a space room and those were his handprints. Stuff like that, will be sad. I don't know, like the girls' footprints are on their wall, I'll show you. We cleaned up this area. I had a couple more things that I had plants in at one point, and so we took those off of there. We cleaned the drapes, whatever you call them, and we need to clean up the shoes here. And then this, we had a couple of racks right here that I kept coloring books and puzzles and like different stuff that we use, crafty type stuff that we use all the time. So we ended up just taking those out and leaving plants here in the window. So that is much better. And then we've done quite a bit in here. It doesn't look like it because it's still a mess, but they had photos that they had drawn, not photos, like pictures that they had drawn, I'm not joking, all over the walls, all over, which is wonderful. And I loved that they were, and even over here, loved that they were expressing themselves, but we obviously can't have that for photos or for being on the market in general. But like, my mom and I painted this when we first moved in, and then we did butterflies with all the girls' feet, and that's when we did the handprints for the rocket ship for Bear. But like, that is, ooh, ouch. That's Ada's footprints, Lyndle's footprints, Eloise's footprints, and they're there, Allie Sue's footprints. So it's just kind of sad that, I don't know. Look how small. So small. Oh. And then this is all just extra decor that I've taken down. Tried to go really minimal with what we have in the built-ins. And so we ended up having a bunch of like extra decor stuff that I guess we'll pack up. I don't know.
Cleaning is in full effect today. It is Sunday. Our realtor and her broker are walking through tomorrow at around noon to like just kind of look at everything, give us any recommendations that she wants us to do prior to the photographer that will be here Wednesday. So I just got back from Lowe's, had to get some paint. There's like 2 rooms that need touch up that we didn't have the paint for it. Now we're going up to Lala's loft. Rachel's already up there. We moved the robot vacuum up there to do the floors. They actually look pretty good, but the robot vacuum will work while we are doing other stuff. And Carrie, our old nanny, is going to be sleeping up here starting on Friday. She'll be here for a week while Rachel and I are on a little European vacation. So the bed is over here, which I need to clean that mattress a little bit. The nuggets, you think we should put like over back here in the storage area probably? Probably, yeah. And then, let's see, what else was I gonna say? Oh, that air conditioner. Should I take that out?
Oh.
Because it has its own heating and cooling system, but in the summer, when it's 100 degrees, oh honey, don't step on that with your shoes. Thank you.
Too late.
When it's 100 degrees and there's a person actually living in here, especially,
well, not just any person.
I was gonna say, especially Laurie, who likes it like 60 degrees.
Yeah, I think it would have been fine if you didn't need it to be like 60.
Right.
It probably would have held really well at 70.
So, should I take that air conditioner out?
I mean, I don't know.
It would look better in pictures if it's not in there.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, I'll take it out. It's real fast. That was actually a sponsorship, and that air conditioner is awesome. Remember, we did it with the Eloise's old nursery.
Yes. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And we've used it at every house.
Yeah.
We used it at the cabin. We used it at the villa in the garage, so we could play golf out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how old's Eloise? 5? So that thing is a little over 5 years and it's still awesome. And I'm really selling this. And it has the design where it's half in, half out. Like, genius.
Who knows if they still even make it?
Oh, they do. I see these everywhere. Well, in Walmart.